Hello children, how are you? This is the second video for you. And in the last video you saw about the map and globe. Okay, yes, well. Now, have you noticed whenever your parents want to visit some new place, what will they do first? Have you ever noticed whenever your parent want to visit a new place, what will they do first? Yes, they enter the address of that place in Google Map, and as soon as they enter the address of that particular place, the Google Map gives all the information about it. That is, when you will going to reach that place, which is the nearest route for that, it gives the landmarks also. So, how do you think that the Google Map does all these things? Yes, that's because Google has some numbers stored in it. Google has some numbers stored in it. Google Map have stored a lot of numbers. Google Map has stored a lot of numbers for every place. So, whenever you mark the place in Google Map, it pulls the number. It pulls the number out, a unique number for the particular place. What are these numbers? What are these numbers? These are the parallels and meridians. Is it clear? Now we can go to the lesson. The earth rotates on its axis. The earth rotates on its axis. This is an imaginary line drawn through the center of the earth, that is center on the globe, that is from North Pole to South Pole. Is it? These poles are used as a two fixed point. These poles, this one North Pole and South Pole, are fixed as a 2 points. The point on the top is the North Pole and that point on the south is the South Pole. Now we can go to the parallel. What is that parallel? Now see here, this is the parallels. A set of the circles. A set of the circles is drawn on the globe. A set of the circle is drawn on the globe, on the surface of the globe. These circles run from east to west. These circles run from east to west, and they are called the parallels. These are called the parallels or lines of latitude. The earth is divided into two equal halves by drawing an imaginary line midway between the North Pole and South Pole, and this line is called equator. It is the longest parallel or latitude. Now, the part of the earth which lies towards the north of the equator is the northern hemisphere. The part of the earth which lies towards the south of equator is known as southern hemisphere. See here, the part of the earth which lies towards the north of the equator is northern hemisphere, and the part of the earth which lies towards the south of the equator is southern hemisphere. Now we can see the important features or characteristics of parallels. Okay? All parallels, what are the important features? All parallels are the complete circle. All parallels are complete circle except North Pole and South Pole, which are points. All parallels are complete circle except North Pole and South Pole, which are points. The length of the parallels decreases as we move away from the equator. The length of the parallel decreases as we move away from the equator and towards the North Pole. Next, all parallels are located at an equal distance. See here, these are the parallels. All parallels are located at an equal distance. Parallels neither cut nor touch each other. That's why it is known as a parallel. The parallels neither cut nor touch each other. Now we can see how to number the parallels. How are parallels numbered? Next we can see how are parallels numbered. Next we can see the important features or characteristics of parallels or latitudes. See here, we start from the equator and mark it as 0 degree. See here, we start from the equator and mark it as 0 degree. We mark other parallels from 0 degree like this. We mark the other parallels from 0 degree to 90 degree. We mark the other parallels from 0 degree to 90 degree towards north and south. North is marked as a 90 degree north and south is marked as 90 degree south. Parallels are drawn at an interval of 1 degree. Parallels are drawn at an interval of 1 degree. There are 90 parallels in the northern hemisphere and 90 parallels in the southern hemisphere. Altogether, including equator, there are 181 parallels. Again see here, I will tell you again. We start from the equator and mark it as 0 degree. We start from the equator and mark it as 0 degree latitude or parallel. We mark the other parallels from 0 degree to 90 degree north and south. North is marked as 90 degree north and south is marked as 90 degree south. Parallels are drawn at an interval of 1 degree. Parallels are drawn at an interval of 1 degree. There are 90 parallels in the northern hemisphere and 90 parallels in the southern hemisphere. Altogether, there are 181 parallels including equator. Altogether, there are 181 parallels including equator. Next we can see the important parallels. Other than equator and the North Pole and South Pole, there are 4 important parallels. Other than equator and North Pole and South Pole, there are 4 important parallels or latitudes. That is the Tropic of Cancer. In the north, the Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degree north. Tropic of Capricorn, 23.5 degree south. Third one is the Arctic Circle, 66.5 degree north. Antarctic Circle, 66.5 degree south. Is it clear? Yes, now we can go to the meridians. Imaginary lines. The imaginary lines running from north to south. The imaginary lines running from north to south are called meridians. The imaginary lines running from north to south are called meridians or lines of longitude. These lines are drawn from poles to poles. These lines are drawn from poles to poles. Now we can see the important features or characteristics of meridians. Next we can see the important features or characteristics of meridians. All meridians are of same length. All meridians are of same length. See here. All meridians are of same length. The maximum distance between any two meridians is at the equator. The maximum distance, see here, the maximum distance between any two meridians is at the equator. Means here will be the maximum distance. When it moves towards the pole, it decreases the distance. The distance between two meridians decreases as we move away from the equator towards the poles. The distance between, this is the maximum distance between the two meridians, but the distance between the two meridians decreases as we move towards the poles. Meridians cut the parallels. Meridians cut the parallels at right angle. The meridians cut the parallels at right angle, that is 90 degree. Meridians are used to measure the distance in the east-west direction. This one is east, this one is the west. So, this side is known as towards your right is known as eastern hemisphere. And this one is the western hemisphere. Towards your west is the western hemisphere. Again, all meridians are of same length. The maximum distance between two meridians is at the equator, that is this one. See here, when it moves towards the distance between two meridians decreases as it moves towards the poles, these poles. Meridians cut the parallels at the right angle. See here, meridian cuts the parallel at a right angle. Meridians are used to measure east-west directions. Now, we can see how to number the meridians. Next, we can see how to number the meridians. To number the parallels, we start from equator. To number the parallels, we start from equator. Similarly, we need a starting point to number the meridians. We need a starting point to number the meridians. In 1884, it was decided to fix Greenwich, a place near London, as a starting point for numbering meridians. The meridians that pass through Greenwich was marked as 0 degree. That is from here, 0 degree. For meridians, this is the starting point. We saw that in the parallel, this one was the equator and we start to number from equator. But in meridians, this is the number. We have to start from 0 degree in the center here, towards here. Now, Greenwich meridian was marked as 0 degree and named as prime meridian. This one is named as prime meridian. This is also known as Greenwich meridian or prime meridian. Like parallels, the longitude of a place is measured east to west. The longitude or a meridian is measured in the east-west of the prime meridian. See here, towards the east or the west, we can measure towards the east or the west. Like parallels, meridians are also drawn at an interval of 1 degree. Like parallels, meridians are also drawn at an interval of 1 degree. If we move away from the prime meridians towards the east or west, we reach half round the earth. If we move from the prime meridians towards the east or west, we reach halfway round the earth at 180 degree. So, the east towards the east is 180 meridians and towards the west 180 meridians. So, the meridian towards the east is 180 degree east, 180 meridians are there, and towards the west is 180 meridians west. So, totally there are 360 meridians. Next we can see how to locate the places on the globe. The parallels and meridians form a network. That is, the parallels and meridians form a network called grid. This is known as a network. It is known as a grid. So, the parallels and meridians form a network of line on a globe. This is called a grid. Any place on the earth can be located with the help of the grid. Any place on the earth can be located with the help of grid. To locate a place, we must know the value of parallels and latitudes Parallels or latitudes and meridians or longitude. That means parallels or meridians. The point at which the parallels and meridians meet. The point at which the parallels and meridians meet. It is the place of that particular place. Means where the parallels and meridians cut or intersect each other is the location of that particular place. Now I will give you one example. Think that I will tell you that Delhi. Delhi is located at 28° north. 28° north and 77° east. 77° east. So 28° north and 77° east. You know that this is the, for example, this is the 23.5° north and this side is the east. This one is the east side. So Delhi, just this is an example. So Delhi is 28° north. Think that it will be here something else and it is 77° east. 77° east means this is a 0°, is it? So 77 means approximately it will come here. So this is the place where Delhi locate. Again see here, New Delhi is located in a 28° north and 77° east meridian. So the point on a globe where these two meet is the location of New Delhi. So I told you this here. Think that this is 77° east and 28° north. So this is the location of Delhi. Okay, children, I think you would have understood. Now we can just, I will recall all the points. Okay children, we can recall the lesson. See here the first one. A set of circle is drawn on the surface of the globe. These circles run from east to west. They are called parallels or lines of latitude. See here, a set of circle is drawn on the surface of the globe. These circles run from east to west. They are called parallels or lines of latitude. The part of the earth which is above the equator is called northern hemisphere and the part of the earth below the equator is called southern hemisphere. The part of the earth which is above the equator is called northern hemisphere and below the equator is called southern hemisphere. Lines of longitudes are also called meridians. Lines of longitudes are also called meridians. They are drawn from north to south. They are drawn from north to south. The prime meridian, that is 0°, is taken as the starting line for all other meridians. The prime meridian 0° is taken as a starting line for all other meridians. The last point, the network of parallels and meridians. The network of parallels and meridians on the globe is called grid. The network of parallels and meridians on the globe is called grid. To locate a place on a globe, we must know its latitude and longitude. To locate a place on a globe, we must know its latitude and longitude. Okay children, I will meet you with a new topic again. Be active and keep learning. Thank you.